Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Welcome back to, well, not Baldur's Gate, but a camp in the middle of the countryside. It's a familiar camp from the beginning of the game, but wait, there's more. Yeah, we completed the game last episode. We got the finale. We completed all the quests that we needed to complete to defeat the brain, and then everyone just kind of went off on their own way. There was something of an outro. And yeah, we get to see Will in his pants. I don't know why. I still have no idea why Will was just in his pants in that cutscene. But then Withers invites everyone back for a little epilogue. And I thought we could do that as I prepare for the next game. As I get all the files and things ready for that. Which is kind of exciting because I know what I'm going to be playing and I don't think you do. Shadowheart.
In my heart. I didn't expect to be nervous. But seeing everyone here like this, it's strange, isn't it? I feel like I must have dreamed the last few months. Now I'm waking up back in camp with my hair smelling like wood smoke and fallen leaves stuck to my backside.
Ooh, don't worry, you'll start enjoying yourself in no time. I can pinch you, if you're afraid this isn't real. Your backside is fine, trust me. I've been checking it regularly. If you don't think you're up to this, just say the word and I'll make our excuses. Interesting. I can pinch you if you're afraid this isn't real.
Save it for when we're alone. Anyway, I know it's real. I know we made it. I just wish I could go back in time and reassure the old me that it would all work out. But enough introspection. This is a party. So, we should divvy up what we tell people about what we've been doing these past few months. I'd hate to be a bore that comes along and regurgitates the same story to someone moments after you've told them. Any ideas?
I'm your willing accomplice in all things. What do you think is worth telling? I doubt we could bore them if we tried. Think of all we've gotten up to in this last while.
Well, there's the visit to the House of the Moon, fending off Sharan assassins. That stray imp that joined us. Bing Bong, wasn't it? We've squeezed in a lot. And I'm glad I got to share it all with you. I'm sure we'll have them hanging off our every word. I'll leave you to do some mingling, unless you need anything else.
Ooh, what I truly need is a kiss. Come here, let me hold you. I'll be back soon, enjoy yourself. Ooh, what I truly need is a kiss.
That can be arranged. Almost a shame we're with company. I'd be tempted to let you whisk me away someplace quiet.
I'll be back soon. Enjoy yourself.
With music in the air and wine flowing, I think I'll manage. Don't get into trouble, but if you must, fetch me first.
So I believe the mention of Bing Bong is from when all the voice actors did a Dungeons and Dragons session. I think it was on, or is on YouTube somewhere. And yeah, there was a creature named Bing Bong. So that puts this whole area... Yeah, this must have been added after the main game came out. Hello? Oh. What do we got over here? Gale?
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
I see Mister didn't smite you in the end? Oh, hug him, yeah.
Well, that was quite lovely. I'm glad you're as pleased to see me as I am you. I have to say, I'm quite grateful to just be Gale for the evening. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. I seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Interesting. So yeah, he did say he was going to go into the sea and find the bits of the Crown of Carsus. It's kind of nice that we now learn that he did that and he handed them back to Mystra. Also, if you happen to have a tutor or a teacher and they're like, do your homework, I will literally explode and destroy like a city-size area. It kind of sounds metal. Warlock, I'm glad to hear that the weave is not fodder for idle study. It's dangerous and should be treated as such.
Still, I hoped my students might be a little more open to the playful side of such magic. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake. And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
I'm afraid, were I to divulge my recent activities, I'd have to kill you, or rather, my patron would. No. Have you heard the latest tales of my heroics? I found the love of my life, and I'd say I'm pretty happy.
And I couldn't be happier for you. A fitting reward for the sacrifices you made in getting here. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'd be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you.
Ooh, Gale was a character I really did have to warm up to, especially since he kept eating all our magic items like a Pez dispenser, and had the weird thing with Mystra at the beginning, but alright. Okay, it would be my pleasure. Oh, perhaps Shadow and I can give the lecture together.
I don't see why not. 2 heads are better than 1. Unless you're dealing with an Etin. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
Neat. Okay. Who else have we got in the area? Oh, Halson. Jahira. Oh, okay, yeah, so Gale's kind of hanging out over there. Does everyone just kind of hang out in specific places?
Another step forward.
Oh, Carly.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. With this, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you. I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so clean.
Everything's been in Vernus. I don't know. Oh, I missed you too.
I'd say so. Can't think of who's been carrying your pack now that Kay's out of commission. Man, we had some good times. Wish Will and I had more time to reminisce, but surviving Avernus is just non-stop. Still, Having him there has been incredible. You really can get through anything with someone you love at your side. Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Ernest. You haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier.
I'm so glad to hear you might be able to fix your heart. You must be so happy.
Trying not to count my owlbears before they've hatched. But the thought of coming back to Baldur's Gate keeps me going. Can I look you up when I'm out?
You better, or I'll hunt you down myself.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
For a nice vintage.
Ooh.
Why were we
Halcyon.
and crates for supplies when he could source the white as nice as the
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now our paths cross once more.
Let me guess. Just as nature intended.
Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oak Father has been kind to me this past while. Yet I cannot forget the bond we all forged together. It is one that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
You sound like you need a hug. You sound like you need a drink. And that's life, I'm afraid. We can't go back. The future is ours to write. Who knows what we might yet share together. You sound like you need a hug.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place. That was more than worth the wait.
Oof, that's quite a squeeze you put on me, Halcyon. I'm sure there'll be more where that came from.
Rest assured, my arms shall be ready. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
You first, Halcyon. I want to hear about you, the life you've made, the people you've helped. I could listen to you talk all day, but if you insist... Finally, yes, let's talk about me. Oh no. No, you first, Halcyon. I want to hear about the life you've made, the people you've helped.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Sounds wonderful.
It is, truly. Though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. I spoke often of balance before. Only now do I realize that balance is no simple, fixed thing. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of.
I'll need to see this place for myself.
You are welcome whenever you like. and for however long you please. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see, my charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
Had I known bedtime tales were a possibility, I'd have sought you out of camp. I expect you'll have a few tales that will need to wait until they are older. Alright, let's see what I have.
I am all ears, though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Deception. The truth may be a little flat. Spice it up a little. Regale Halsin with tales of your past 6 months. Recount some of your recent exploits, sparing no detail. No, let's regale with tales of the past 6 months.
You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
So we've done the Hague. What of the Grove? Do you still stay in touch?
On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence.
Oh yeah, because technically you can just take Korga out and then go through her stuff at the beginning of the game. That is a possibility. Tell me about Thaniel and Oliver. Do you see much of them?
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. You seem more settled than I expected of you. I thought that was against your nature.
As did I, but somehow I feel like I no longer need to roam. That I have found something worthy laying roots for. Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe old age.
Okay, still partial to roaming in bear form, I take it.
I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
Okay. Time to leave.
Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
It's lovely, thank you. Does it do anything? You're a sentimental creature at heart, you know that?
Oh, I am well aware, trust me. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on, enjoy the festivities.
Item received, whittled duck. Yeah, duck whittled out of wood. Smells of the deep forest. Cool. Hey, Lae'zel.
For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
You're looking a bit less solid than I expected. Your efforts to topple Vlaakith are well underway then. It's good to see you.
It's nice to hear it. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen psi crystals, and 2 10 days of effort to conjure my projection. Worth it, I'd say. I miss this place. This Fey Run.
Where are you now? You couldn't be here in the flesh?
Shractalor.
Huh, nod your head as if the word means anything at all to you. Sounds foreboding. I presume you're there on business, not pleasure? Shractalor, I've never heard of it. Should I have?
I wouldn't expect you to. The capital city of the Githzerai, an exiled people, once kin with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2. Our Gish sent word of the rebellion to their god king Zareth Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Best choice for the job. Your tongue is as learned as your blade. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they say. Hold on, the great warrior Lae'zel is on a diplomatic mission? No, the best choice for the job.
My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
It's really interesting, Lae'zel's character development. She seems like very, very self-aware now. When will I see you again?
Soon. When the comet has risen. When the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust. I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlaakith's vorpal blade at my neck. Though, I'd rather it not come to that. Now go, mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
Oh, Yeah, I think it was right to tell her to... cat.
Oh, right. You. Hello.
Yes! I think this is Gale's friend Tara, right? It's good to see you again. That's the flying cat. I don't think we found it again in Baldur's Gate, but I think you can trade with it. And it has a collar that allows you to do... not teleportation, telekinesis. And if you steal the collar, I believe that does give you like one telekinesis one time a day. Gale's friend. Oh, a greeting from Tara. What have I done to deserve this honor? Oh, psst, 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 psst. A greeting from Tara.
You helped Mr. Dicarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right?
Is that what he told you? Who am I to argue? You just reminded me why I've always disliked cats. Actually, Gale helped me. Nope, if that's what he told you, who am I to argue?
Well done. Despite my old friend's genius, he'd have blown himself up long ago if not for the help of friends like you and I. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able. If you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities.
I'd quite like that. Thanks for the invitation.
We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste for them, but a great many things have changed in recent months. Ta-ta, darling.
Yes, because she was eating all the carrier pigeons.
This seems pretty rare.
I thought I heard a cat. Oh, the vampire Starion.
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying. Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders.
You know me, it's been a wild few months. It's been boring living a quiet, peaceful life. After everything, I wanted to keep helping people. I've been trying to make a difference. I've been living, seeing as much of the world as possible. You can thank my partner for that. Being with them has been a blessing.
Love is a powerful tonic. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends.
You seem happy. Have you been drinking? Last time I saw you, you were running from the sun. What happened?
Exactly what I feared. Without the protection of our little friends, I was just an ordinary spawn again. Burning in the sun. I fled the dock and found refuge in the shadows until night fell. Part of me was relieved you left so quickly after the battle. I felt ashamed. Like I'd lost everything. Just as you claimed your victory. I didn't want you to see me like that. But time lent perspective. It wasn't your victory, it was ours. And for all I'd lost, I'd gained so much more. I had freedom, strength, a whole new life. And it was time to live it. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
That's, yeah, how most D&D adventures go. Astarion, one of the good guys, who'd have thought?
Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been.
Okay, so I was a little worried about Astarion, because last time we spoke to him, he was very upset about not being ascended. I think if we'd ascended him, maybe we'd have this during the day? Not entirely sure. You seem happy. Yeah, okay, that's the what's next for you? Going to keep living the good life?
Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse.
I'm glad to hear it. Acceptance looks good on you.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
A beautiful night.
Okay.
I wish it could last forever.
Hey, well. Whoa. You got your pants back on.
There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
I don't know what he's talking about. Nature. Breathe deeply and take in the sense around you? I know the smell of sulfur. It's awful. Nature. Breathe deeply and take in the sense around you. Ooh, we're going to bonus. It's DC a 10. I didn't think we would need to roll on anything. Oh, we got a 14 on the dice. Which gives us an 18 on a 10.
You take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
I smell fragrant flowers and a mysterious accent I can't quite place.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lungs. I swear, Karlach and I have felled enough Cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in.
I've missed traveling with you. You're a pleasure to be around.
I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side.
How have you been faring without your warlock powers?
I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself.
Have you had any time to visit your father?
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the flaming fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be tears will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Cool. Looks like everyone's doing quite well. Let's see, there's no one over here. Glowing jam. Oh, wait. End your adventure. We can literally end the... Oh, that's where we end it. Right. Minsk?
Breathe deep, Boo! The smell of heroes sings from every stone in this place. To meet again where your journey began, my friend. An honor. For Minsk and his hamster both. Oh, and for Happy also.
Yes. Honored, of course.
What this didn't say, we could bring guests. It's good to see you, Minsk. Boo and Happy.
See how your very presence snatches the breath from his chest? And it is no wonder. It is just this day that Happy learned of your legend, while we gazed down upon the very city you saved.
He dangled me from the high hall, upside down, for 2 hours.
The guild should not go creeping in high places if they do not have the stomach for them, hmm? It is well for Happy the strange portal appeared when it did. Minsk's arm was growing achsome.
You're still chasing the guild? I thought you'd made your peace with them.
So I have. Though it is a peace made more from blade and boot than it is any sense of brotherhood. 9 fingers forbade any looting of the Illithid's fleshy vessels. And so Minsk guards what remains of the battle site. Even from her. But where Minsk might once have thrown any sneaking scoundrels from the tower top, now I tell them of you. How you ruled the wickedness within. How they might do the same.
Yes, I'll rule it. I'll be better.
Oh, of course. It is still for Boo to decide if they live or die.
Oh, gods.
But enough, my friend! I cannot tell your tale if I do not know the whole of it. Minsk and Boo would know where you have been, what you have done.
Who cares? Give me a bloody hug.
Embrace me, my friend! And should you feel a squirming, know that it is only Boo. Or perhaps the buffet has gone bad. You are quite coated in hamster hair. Now, wherever you go, Boo goes too.
I see you've owned a cat as well. Just living my life. Now I've found someone to live it with.
Aha, the lovebirds still nest together then? Minsk is glad. For what is life without a companion? Though I am thinking yours does not sit on your shoulders, eh? Ah, you are right, Boo. That is none of Minsk's business. Now, Halfling, Boo will not have you embarrassing him in front of his friends. So you ought to know the rest of the company you keep. Will Ravengard, the Blade of Frontiers, Devil-Horned and Angel-Hearted. Lae'zel of Creshkiller, true child of Gith, and true friend to Boo. Though she will and say it is not so. Astarion, who is banished by the sun itself for fear his Spanish soul might outshine it. We visit him much down in the dark places, though he often moves his lair without remembering to tell men square. Shadowheart. 2 gods dogged at her soul, but she managed to keep it all for herself in the end. Wait, Boo, did she do something with her hair? Halsin, Archdruid of Arch... somewhere. He is a much better man than he smells. And there, the champion of the Hells herself. Karlach Demon's Bane, Devil's Bane, Merkul Ball and Bane. Once the guild is made of goodness once more, Bull shall scratch the Hells wide open and find a way to bring her back. And finally, Jaheira. If this is a name you do not already know, then not even Boo can save you. Study them well, sneak thief. For the best among them will be a guide for your guild. Heroes who put the city before themselves, who never falter in their duty. And more than this, who never arrive to a party without even a gift for the host.
But wait!
Go, my friend. Be among our friends. There is much work yet to be done before this one is fit to join them.
Knees are a little stiff.
Cool.
Must be a storm coming.
So we've got Jaheira.
Good song.
Oh, Lae'zel's actually joined everyone and is playing with the table. Right, cool. Yeah, I think Jaheira is anyone we haven't talked to around here. I don't think there's anyone else. We didn't lose anyone. So we didn't lose anyone in the final battle, which is kind of neat. Flutes, lyres, charms, so we can play a bunch of music. Chest of grateful words. Dagger +1. Interesting. Right, let's talk to Jaheira, because she is the only one left.
Oh, I've seen every corner of the realm.
Well now, you can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
Oh yeah, we spent most of the game running around in our underpants. Or Shadowheart's underpants. I've learned a lot since we last met. I missed you too, Jaheira.
How nice to be understood again. I have spent the past months bickering with builders and bankers, all to restore the city exactly as it was. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers, same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon, same cisterns overflowing,
Okay, I heard rumors the upper city was destroyed beyond reconstruction. You're not happy to see the city restored to its former glory? I've grown fond of the city, more than my birth home in some ways.
Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three, but nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
You must be proud of them.
I suppose I am. I tried to steer them clear of my life's work, but they have chosen it for themselves. There is still much to do. People to house, a Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
Where we're standing now, this campsite is my home, even when I'm far away.
Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
God, I remember one evening when we had 14 apples, some breads, and a
cool.
stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Right, I think that is everyone. Now, there is... what? Millie. Forgotten Troubadour. I don't know that person. We could talk to them, I guess.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
Music's fine. Uninvited guests or not, who are you? You seem glum. I thought bards were meant to be full of pep and joy. Actually, I'd like to hear a different song. No, please carry on playing. Music's fine. Uninvited guests or not, who are you?
You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little.
How do you know Withers? Go on then, what's your name? Deception, I know exactly who you are. What a shame, I'd like to hear a different song. How do you know Withers?
I owe him a favor, one he is eternally invoking. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another.
What were you doing in a fugue plane?
Languishing in obscurity. Cyric knew what he was doing when he punished me for that song, the prick. Before I was banished to the fugue plane, I had song prayers coming out the proverbial ears. Guess how many I get now? None.
Musical prayers were once offered to Melil, Lord of Song, a minor deity whose worship faded after offending the trickster god Cyric.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid.
Oh, right. Melil, not Millie Vanilli. Right, cool. I disagree. It's an honor to be serenaded by Melil, Lord of Song.
You know? You're bloody right. It is an honor. Finally. The scribe picks an adventurer of substance, of culture. What can I do you for?
Nothing. Please carry on as you were.
Fantastical news. Carry on I shall.
Okay, interesting. Is Withers around? Oh, how do we find Withers? He's usually kind of over here, but he's not. So I think. Yep, we've talked to everyone. We've talked to everyone. We can come here. Interesting. Oh, Withers is here. This is what I'll save.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I feel satisfied. I accomplished everything I wanted to do. I can't help but feel some things have been left undone. I'm getting tired. I might just go to bed. I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next? I feel satisfied. I accomplished everything I wanted to do.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
To Baldur's Gate. To the greatest friends I could dream of. To brains without worms and a good night's sleep. To the hope of more adventures to come. Oh, to the greatest friends I could dream of.
To you.
There we go. That's truly is the end. So that's the epilogue done. And that was good. That was 2 years we were playing that game. I mean, you don't normally play a game in time with YouTube uploads. So I'm assuming a lot of people played it a lot faster than I did. Although I do know some people who haven't completed it yet, even though they started about the same time I did. So yeah, we're going to move on to another game, but not too far away from this one. Some voice actors you may recognize. But thank you if you've got to this point in the series. If you've watched all of them, wow, that's a lot. But yeah, if you've got to this point in the video, leave a little subscribe, leave a little like, and I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel, felled by mortals. I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.